Hi everybody, welcome to my Big Tidy Up. My name is DeDe, and if this is your first time finding my channel, well, hello and welcome. I'm happy you've stopped by, and I hope you'll come back again. And Tidy Uppers, you know I love you. Thank you for coming back week after week. I appreciate you guys supporting my channel. Now today's video I am super excited about because today's video is all about organizing hacks, not expensive organizing hacks. Most of these things I'm going to be showing you today, you can pick up from a dollar store, your Targets, your Walmarts, Amazon, and they won't be breaking the bank, but they are game changers. And some of these things you might have seen before, you might even have them in your own home. But what I'm hoping to do today is show you some new ways that you can use these products and change your organization system even for the better. Let's level it up just a little bit. I appreciate you guys joining me today. So without any further ado, let's get started and let's get tidy. The first hack I want to visit with you guys about are these under-the-shelf hanging baskets. I absolutely love these things. Now, I haven't been using them that terribly long. When I did my pantry makeover, I had a sweet viewer suggest in the comments, hey, you've still got a little extra space in there. Maybe you could use some hanging baskets. So I tried it, I liked it, and I thought, I bet there's other places I can use these hanging baskets. One place that I thought would really benefit from using an under-the-shelf hanging basket was this cabinet right here that keeps our everyday dishes. Now, I know it's not a complete disaster mess, but it definitely wasn't convenient because every time I needed a plate, I'd have to take the big stack of bowls, put them on the counter, grab the plate, and then put the bowls back. Or even if I had some bowls in the dishwasher and there were only just a couple of bowls there, I was still having to try to lift them up at an angle and slide a plate out. So I thought no better way to fix this than to put a hanging basket and put all of my plates up top. It holds all of my plates. Now I do have some plates in the dishwasher right now, but you really could put 8 or 10 plates with no problem whatsoever. Another place that I found that could benefit from an under-the-shelf hanging basket was our home office. Now we have this little tiny cabinet in here and it holds our little machine that's kind of a combo fax, printer, copier. And then all of the supplies and paper were stored up top. The problem was I needed white paper, plus I was using a lot of colored paper. So I was either trying to keep it on the side and stand it up, which you could see it always falls down, or I was keeping it on top of this other set of drawers, but it's not a flat surface, so the paper wasn't staying flat and was getting bent. So I thought, why not? Let's add a hanging basket. This setup is really much more convenient and organized. The colored paper now has a home in the drawer, and the white paper is more accessible since we use that more often. It's so easy just to slide the paper out and right down to the machine. You can see I did it with just one hand because I'm holding the camera with the other. I think this basket would be so convenient for all kinds of paper, incoming mail, magazines, books. The possibilities are endless. Another place that you could use these under-the-shelf hanging baskets are in your closet. Now, tidy uppers, don't come after me in the comments here. I know you're seeing 2 hanging baskets. They're just 2 extra that I had, and I thought I'll go ahead and put them in the closet so that we could look at them, and maybe it might give you some ideas of how you might use them in your own closet. You can find these baskets at Walmart, Target, Amazon, and all your dollar stores. I found a 2-pack at Walmart for $12, but I have found them for $4 a piece, the same exact basket at a dollar store. How could here's something else I'd like to share with you that I use that helps me try to stay organized in the kitchen. Keyword being try. What this is, if you haven't seen them before, is an expandable roll-out dish drying rack. Now, I used to use the old school dish drying rack, and then it had the rubber piece underneath that kind of was at an angle, so the water drained off into your sink. I also have tried the microfiber pads and spread those out on the counter, but that's the problem. Everything was spread out on the counter. Now, I picked this little drying rack up from Amazon, and they have different sizes. They run from about $11 to $27. I picked up one of the smaller ones, but I imagine you could find these at a Home Goods or some other places like that that sell kitchen items. But what you do is you just place it over your sink. I absolutely love this. And you can make it smaller or larger. You don't even have to open it up all the way. And so what I love about it is when I'm cooking and I've got some things going on, I don't have a dish drainer sitting out taking up valuable real estate on my countertop. I can kind of wash up as I go. And this is really convenient because not always do I run my dishwasher. Sometimes if we're just having something simple and it's just a few dishes, I really like just to pull this little rack out and do my dishes by hand, but I don't have to worry about it making a mess. And when I was using the microfiber pads, I was having to wait till they dried, or I was kind of spreading them out. This I can just leave out and it doesn't look like an eyesore to me. I can even make it smaller as I'm waiting for it to dry. So I'm going to share with you some other uses I use for this, but it's really, really convenient and I just love it. When I purchased this drying rack, I had no idea how many different ways I would end up using it. I really just purchased it for dishes to dry my dishes and keep everything a little bit neater and more organized and off my counter. But it really has become almost like a food prep station for me. I'm able to wash so many vegetables, and the slats are tight enough that I can even wash grapes, tomatoes, and they don't fall through. And the great thing about it, I can lift it up, I can kind of shake items dry, and then I can leave them there to dry, and any excess water isn't getting on a towel or on my cabinet, it's just going down the sink. As I'm recording this, I'm trying to remember all the different ways that I actually use this mat, because what I know is going to happen is I'm going to upload this video and it's going to go live, and right when it does, I'm going to think, oh man, I forgot to tell them about this, or oh, I forgot to share that I use it for this. But I really do use this in so many different ways. I use it as a thawing mat when I take meat out of the freezer. It's a wonderful place just to put your cold frozen meat, because if it thaws or there's any kind of drippage, it's going right down the sink. I've used it during the holidays for hot items as well. Not only can you use it for cold things, you can use it for hot items as well. You can put a hot pan on it. And I must admit, during the holidays, I actually used it as a cooling rack for cookies. I just took the cookies right off, put them on this rack. Any crumbs went down the sink, and then I was just able to put them in the little Christmas container when I was done. So it has a lot of uses.
You do. I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine, ain't got time. I'm not broken, not broken.
Because I have gotten so much good use out of the drying rack in the kitchen, I think I'm going to invest in another one a little bit larger and keep it here in my laundry room. And here's what I'm thinking I'm going to be using it for. I think I'll use it as a drying rack. During the winter, I could put wet gloves, wet hats, or scarves on it. During the summertime, a swimsuit that might need to dry out. I can use it for pre-treating clothes so they don't get lost in the laundry basket. I could dry delicates here. I just think it's going to be so convenient, and it's going to be the same kind of scenario as my kitchen sink. I can just keep it out, fold it in half or so, put it on the sink, and it's always ready for anything I might need. I went and checked the prices on Amazon again, and depending on the size, they're $7.99 up to $26.99.
I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just want to go my own way.
I know we all know what these little items are and what we use them for when we travel, but I tell you, I have found that this little toothbrush holder is a great little storage container. These are great for storing small little tiny items that may get lost in the bottom of your purse. Now, if you're not a purse person, no worries. You can set these up and use them in your backpack, in a glove box, a cubby in your car, at your desk at work. Now I'm just using the clear ones today, but you definitely can buy several different colors and have several of these in your purse or wherever you decide to store them and keep them organized by color. And as far as price goes, I've never seen these more than $1 anywhere. Now, if you're a chapstick user and you have a habit of forgetting your chapstick in your car and it's melted and made a mess, okay, it's me. This might be the hack for you.
If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
It's not uncommon for me to have more than one of these in my purse, but one that I will always have is one filled with my pens. If I don't, it looks like a toddler's been doing artwork at the bottom of my purse because the lids will come off or the button will get pushed, so I just always keep one. I just love having these.
Say I'm on my way. I am on my way. I am on my way.
I really have become a fan of tiered organizing, like tiered storage. I think anytime you can go vertical and see all of your items, it's a definite win. I used to think about tiered storage only when it came to my pantry, but now I found that I can use tiered storage in every single room. Now, you guys know I love a good Lazy Susan because I use them all over the place too, but if I wasn't using a Lazy Susan, I definitely could use this tiered storage for all of our supplements and aspirin and all of our medicine. There's just so many things you can use the tiered organizing for in your bathroom. Your perfumes, colognes, skincare. And the thing that's so great about the tiered storage, you can get it in all different sizes and it comes in so many different materials. I know we don't always think about tiered storage in the refrigerator, at least I know I didn't, but now that I've discovered it, it's so convenient. Nothing seems to get lost in the back anymore.
I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Okay, last place. I'm in the laundry room now, and I find that it's a great way to store extra cleaning products. I can see exactly what I have.
I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah.
About a year ago, I switched to these acrylic egg containers for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to have more hard-boiled eggs on hand, and two, to be honest, I really liked the way they looked. But I found that I could use them for so many other things other than just eggs. One of the bonuses about putting the office supplies in this little egg container was that I could pick it up and take it with me if I wanted to work in a different part of my house. Well, this is what I call the My Big Tidy Up closet. This is my big closet where I keep all of my organizational supplies, all of my crafting items, and in here you will find an egg container. I got this particular egg container from the Dollar Tree and I've had it for a very long time. It's great for painting, keeping all of your paints in one central location, and then you can put the lid on it if you don't get done and have to come back to it. You can use it for sorting beads. It's really just a great way to stay organized when you're crafting. One thing that I like to use to help keep me organized, I like to use these under the shelf hooks. Now, you can use these more than one way. I know a lot of people use them for coffee cups and they just use them horizontal like this. You can use them vertical if your door is thin, but I found a lot of creative ways that I like to use these that help keep me organized. Now, these are not expensive at all. I got mine from a dollar store, but I have seen where you can order them from Amazon and they're about $3 a piece. Now, if you don't like having your keys out in public view, this might be an option for you. My husband has one of these racks and he keeps it in the garage for things like his lawnmower, his shed, his toolboxes, and it's a great option to keep your keys organized.
Sometimes I think they're right, honey.
I'm not a tool person, but I'm definitely a spa person, so I've used this rack to kind of create myself a little home spa, and I hang my items that I need for my home spa on the rack. You can find these in so many different places, and you can find them in different sizes. I like to use the bigger ones to hang my husband's hats. You could use them for jewelry. There's so many things you could use these for. Now, of all the places I use these hanging hooks for, this is my favorite place. I absolutely love to have these hooks where I can hang my towels, my rags, and if they're a little bit damp, they're up off the wood so they dry and I can just grab them and go. Well, friends, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's organizational hacks video. I really had fun making it, and I hope you had fun watching it. I also hope that what this video really does is inspire you and motivate you to think outside the box next time you're setting up systems for organization in your own home. Now, maybe some of these ideas you already incorporate, but what I hope this video does, I hope it gets your wheels turning, because you know, sometimes when I watch a video or maybe I see a hack online, I think, oh, I already do that. But then I start thinking, how can I do that differently and incorporate that into my own home? So if you come up with some different ideas or different uses for things you've seen today, please share them in the comments. We're a community and we all learn together. I appreciate you guys watching me today. Thanks for supporting my channel. Take care of yourself, because you know I'll be back next week, so stay tidy.